Okay.
Yeah, Priyanka,
Uh,
go ahead.
you have prepared various documents while you are working as a BA, right? Can you explain me
Correct.
what are the documents that you have prepared?
So basically, I've prepared three documents. That is business requirement document, which is basically the document which consists or captures the high-level business needs. Then there is a
Okay.
functional requirement document, which basically consists of the functional aspect or the functional characteristics that the system should have, and the solution requirement specification, which includes the functional requirement and the non-functional requirement document. So these are the three documents that I have prepared.
Okay. Haven't you any prepared any use case specification documents, or did you get any change request documents? Like, if you get any change request, you will document them, right? Haven't you
Correct.
placed any change request while performing your project?
Yeah, I did receive a change request document, but it was part of a enhancement kind of a thing. So basically, whatever were the requirement which I have captured, so it was just a kind of an enhancement kind of a thing. So I have mentioned it as part of my business requirement document. I mean that enhancement was part of a business requirement itself. So I had added it in a business requirement document under one section called as a change request, and then I have executed the project.
Okay, okay. Uh, like, what do you understand by the requirement? Can you like differentiate between the requirement and the needs?
So basically requirement is something, I'll just explain it with the help of example. So for example, if I'm building a online application, okay, so
Okay.
online on e-commerce application, just like a Amazon. So requirement would be a login for a buyer, login for a seller, login for a admin. So these are the business requirement that I would be having. So under
Okay.
that, as I said, I have prepared a functional requirement. So what would be the functional requirement? There would be the functional requirement would be, for example, add to cart option, or viewing of the products that the e-commerce would be having. There would be a option of registration there, registration for that for the login. So these are the functional requirement that would be I would be having. And need is something, for example, right now people tend to do everything online, right? Instead of going to a store and doing all the shopping on shopping physically. So a need is something, instead of going to the shop or a shopping mall physically, they can log in online and do the shopping. So convenience is the need over here. So these are the two basic difference between requirement and need.
Okay. Yeah. Actually, requirement is like a specific condition that needs to be fulfilled. Like it's
Correct.
like a compulsory one, while the need is like the one that is not immediately actionable. Like we might need it in the next time or something.
Correct. Correct.
Okay. Yeah. Mm. Can you define the terms like use case, use story, and acceptance criteria? Like, can you differentiate them?
Use case, acceptance criteria, and
Use case, user story, and acceptance criteria.
user story criteria. I'll start with acceptance criteria. Acceptance criteria is something which is the basic criteria that a user story needs to fulfill. That is a acceptance criteria. Then use case is something, it's basically user story. User story is basically the requirements. that a business will possess, and it is basically written as a user. I want to show that means, for example, I'll just give you an example. As a user, I want to register so that I can log in. That is a user story. And use case is basically uh, a kind of a diagram wherein it depicts how the user is going to interact with the proposed proposed solution.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Can you explain the agile methodology and how it differs from the traditional method waterfall model?
The basic difference between the two can be explained with the help of an example. For example, I mean, there is a project. If a project, if there is a 1 year project, if the project is delivered in the at the end of 1 year, it is a waterfall. Wherein in Agile, what we do is we split that single project, and what you can say, every 2 weeks we give the client a executable solution. So every 2 weeks we give the solution to the client. So that is the basic difference between a waterfall and agile. Agile methodology is basically, I mean, user friendly in the sense that, as I said, every 2 weeks we are going to deliver a solution to the client. So I mean, through agile methodology, we are easily going to what you can say, uh, I mean, satisfy the customer's requirement as well. And it can be explained with the help of its four values, like individual and interaction over processes and tools. Then there is a working software over comprehensive document, client collaboration over contract negotiation, and responding to change over following a plan. So by these four, we can get an idea of what exactly is a agile methodology. Apart from that, there are also 12 principles as well of agile.
Yeah. Yeah. Generally, agile, uh, in this agile, the projects are broke down into smaller iterations, like
Yes,
called sprints. Okay.
correct.
Yeah. Okay. You have done the use case diagram while doing the project, right? Can you
Yes.
explain me like what is the exceptional flow and alternate flow and how they are different from the basic flow?
So, I mean, exceptional flow comes into a scenario wherein there is something which is not expected. For example, if there is a simple this thing, a login kind of a thing, wherein a user is just supposed to go to the home page, enter his username, enter his password, then he can view the home screen. That is the basic flow. So exceptional flow comes when a user visits the home page. When he enters his user's password, he enters a wrong password. In that case, he need to again go to the forgot password option. Then he had to answer the security question. He has to uh,
Yes.
regenerate the password. Then he can log in. So that is the exceptional flow. Whereas basic flow, I have already mentioned, you just need to go to the home page, enter username, enter password, and log in.
Yeah. It's just the operation of the activities, while the exceptional flow is like it is dealing with unexpected events. Like
Correct,
what's the
correct.
alternate flow?
Alternate flow, actually, I'm not able to recollect it right now.
Okay,
If you can
alternate
just
flow
explain.
is
Yeah.
like the representation of actions or activities other than the basic flow. Like it leads to achieving the goals of use cases using different steps. That's it.
So, for example, continuing with the same example, alternate flow, right? Alternate flow can be instead of entering the email ID, I mean, enter the
Yeah,
mobile number,
mobile number. Yes,
get the
yes,
password
yes.
on mobile, and then log in. So that
Yeah,
is
that's
alternate
it.
flow.
Through OTP and all,
Yes,
either
yes, yes, yes.
password or
Got it,
OTP.
got
Yes.
it.
Yeah, that's all, Mukul. That's all.
Okay, thank you, Priyanka.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, Priyanka, good. Okay,
Hello.
Yeah.
Priyanka. Yes,
Yeah.
Priya.
Sir, can I get this recording video section?
Yes, you will get this.
Okay, I'll be getting it, right?
Yes.
Okay, sir, thank you.
Okay, have any questions now from your end?
No, sir.
Okay, good. Okay, Priyanka, how you feel while Ramesh
He,
answer? Good.
he has a very good grip on all the topics that are related to BA. Yeah, I'm quite satisfied with him. Like, he's
Great.
very good and he has very good grip on it.
Okay,
Yeah,
Priyanka. Okay, thank you ma'am, for your
thank you,
question. Okay,
Mish.
valuable
Thank you.
questions.
Thank you,
Good,
Priyanka.
great. Okay, guys, I have any questions? Okay, Sai Rohit. Hello.
Hello, sir. Am I
Yes,
audible?
ma. Yes. Any questions for Nimesh?
No, sir. Sorry, I just joined now, so I don't have a clarification about this.
Okay. Mute. Okay, no, mute. Okay, you'll get an idea if you have any
Okay, sir.
questions. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yes, guys, I have any questions from anyone? Okay. Okay, I will share you another cover letter, guys, for another person. Okay. Before that, Nimesh, can I ask you one question from my
Yeah,
end?
sure. Go ahead.
Okay. Nimesh, how you handle conflict between two stakeholders while doing a project?
Basically, conflict, resolving a conflict is all about managing the relationship because while resolving the conflict, I need to, make sure that I do not, hurt the feeling or hurt the ego of any of the stakeholders. So I'll I'll see to it that I at least come to a collaborative kind of a solution wherein all the stakeholders are happy, or I'll what you can say, I'll see to it that not, if not collaborative, at least I'll come to a compromising kind of a thing wherein I can, even though the all the stakeholders are not happy with the solution, but they are okay kind of a thing, which basically will help me in maintaining my relationship with the other stakeholders. So conflict resolution is not about is all about maintaining the relationship, but also maintaining the relationship, and also seeing to it that I don't I mean I don't have a negative kind of mindset for any of the stakeholder for me, because as a business analyst I have to go to them again and again, right? So I have to maintain that relationship. So that is the way in which I'm going to handle the conflict. And as part of conflict, as if a particular conflict is there between the stakeholders, the first thing what I'll do is I'll just, get all the stakeholders under one roof. I'll discuss what is the conflict, what is the root cause of the conflict. So apart from that, what is the solution that they want to have from their end, and based on the solutions that are being discussed, based on the, as I said, collaborative or compromising. So based on whatever is the solution that recommendation that they have given, I'll just take the best solution based on a majority and then come to a collaborative solution.
Okay, Nimesh, good. Great, ma. Good. Okay, Nimesh.
Okay, thank
Okay,
you.
then yeah, okay, good. Okay, then just a minute. Okay, I will share another JD. Guys, and if guys can ask question. Ankita, you are there? No, I think. Okay, now it's Sojani.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Guys, you guys can see my screen?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, guys, let's go through this. And if you have any questions for Saujanya, please ask. Yes, guys. Guys, I have any questions, guys, based on this cover letter for Saujanya?
Ramesh here. I have a basic question. What is this Viva Vault application all about? So if you can
Yeah,
just elaborate it and about the project as well. So what all was your role in this project, in this application or project, and how did you, what you can say, how did you fulfill your responsibilities in this project?
yeah, sure, Nimish. So we have a technology and a study called as life sciences, where researches will be done on the medicines for the uncurable diseases. All right. So this Viva Vault helps with the documentation, and when we start a trial study, that will be managed from the start to end. If the trial is going to be succeeded or not, the approval flow and everything is documented in this Viva Vault. And this Viva Vault is a cloud technology platform where an organization uses this for the streamlined process of a study or of a trial as in where the research starts, and then from start to the end how it can be managed with along with the approvals and the equipment supplied. All that information will be tracked over here. And
Okay.
in this yes, in this application, the roles and responsibilities that I have carried and carrying out throughout is, before the start of this application, from the start of this application, I am the one who gathered all the requirements which needs to develop this project, and to uh, you know help and to deploy this into the business. All right. And also
Okay.
have trained and I have trained a people of 25, so that everyone is well aware of this project, how to use it. And when any end user or a stakeholder reaches out to us after UAT, after user acceptance is done, reaches out to us to answer them.
Okay, so what are the elicitation techniques that you have used for, I mean, requirement collection?
Yeah. So to develop this application, we need a cloud technology, right? So the cloud technology which we are going to use, it should be, an online version or an offline version. That is the one. And what should be the login page? How it should be login? It should be single sign on, or it is just a where user should enter their credential, or is it only for a business users, or also the other users who are not working in the organization, and how the API integration should be done. And based on the requirements that I have got, and after discussing with my team, that is when I have decided, it should work. I mean, do we have to start with the waterfall or an agile? Because in agile, what happens, we have to do it, and the improvement will be done continuously with each sprint, right? And in waterfall, maintenance is required, which costs too high. In the start of the project itself, we can decide, once we get all the requirements, if it should be a waterfall or an agile. But the client decided, after the requirements are gathered and after the discussions with my development team and my testers team and my project management, we have decided that it should be an agile project.
Okay, and what was your role in UAT?
In user acceptance testing, I just have to train the end users, so that they can use the application and let and give me the feedback. So if any changes are there, I cascade them to the development team again, so that those changes will be done in the next sprints.
Okay, okay, fair enough.
Okay, guys. Thank you, Nimesh. Okay, Nimesh.
Yeah,
Okay, then how you feel? How you
Uh,
felt while answering?
yeah. The answer was quite well. The only thing is that, I mean, the second question that I have asked was the elicitation techniques that
Exactly.
was
That's why I asked
used.
you, because you
Yeah,
asked elicitation techniques. So
correct,
because of, okay, she didn't involve any technique there, but she answered different. So that's why you have to raise there only, right? You asked her
correct.
that
No,
question
I
and
was
why she
asking,
asked it.
I thought that she's going to answer me once
Yes, yes,
her
exactly.
explanation
I
is
also,
complete. Yeah.
yes, I also waiting for that, but she didn't mention that. Sajanya, are you there? Hello? Hello?
Yes, I was unable to unmute.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, okay. Yes,
Yeah, I
here,
understood that,
okay.
what are the
Yeah.
elicitation techniques that I have used. I have interviewed and brainstorming, all those
Yes.
things I would have mentioned. I got it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because what happens means interviews also, okay, in real time interview also, you know the answer, but somewhere you miss it that words. Okay, the technical words, because he asked clearly about elicitation techniques.
Correct.
Okay, but here you talking about the technologies. You're talking, we are using clouds. Means you're talking about that. Means what, which methodology you have to use,
Yeah.
which model you
Understood.
have to use. Yes, okay. And be clear.
Yeah. Thank you for the feedback.
Yeah, okay, good. Great. Okay, guys, any questions for Saujanya?
Yeah, can I?
Yes, Priyanka, please. Go ahead.
Yeah. Uh, can you explain me like what is the scope creep, and if did you face any scope creep while doing the projects, or if you have faced it, how did you handle them?
Yeah. Scope creep is something, the project, we decide a project should go in this way. We decide the scope of the project, but it is deviating from the actual requirements and the development of the project or the features. That is a scope creep. In this project, yes, we have also faced with this scope creep. Is the requests are piling up from the users of the change management, for the change management, because it is a new application which we are not ready for. The resources were not available to handle those change requests, but we took some time from the client, and we were able to solve it.
Okay, but time also comes under scope creep, right? Like if we increase the time, the scope creep will obviously happen. So how did you manage the time?
Yeah, that's what we were short of the resources, which also affected the timeline. But the project was successful, but we were the only problem where we had was with the change requirements. That is the only deviation that we had. So for that, we were able to buy time from the stakeholders and the end users too, because it was manageable.
Okay, okay. Okay, you have dealt with the stakeholders and they gave their high level for the stakeholder satisfaction, right? Can you give an instance like when your communication skills have helped in persuading a stakeholder?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Can you give an instance like while
Yeah.
doing the project, if you're facing any problem with any stakeholder and kind of how your communication skills have managed to convince them, persuade them?
Yes. So, see, being a BA, communication is very much important because we don't deal with one person here, people management, and the communication that we use, right? It is not, I'm not talking about just, the language. I'm talking about how we share the information and how we, manage the expectations that a stakeholder has. So I worked with this project, and while I was working this project, there was a project manager I had, and there was a stakeholder where the communication was going so low because of their busy schedule, and also they were not able to get to one point, to the common ground. That is where I took some time to sit with them individually, and then I have scheduled one or two meetings with them after talking to them individually, where I have communicated so that they both can understand and build that confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah, build that confidence in the project that we are going to work with.
Okay, okay. So you understood both of the perspectives and you explained to each of them,
Exactly.
right?
Correct.
Yes. You have maintained the dashboards and reporting, right? What are the tools that you have used while doing these dashboards and reporting things?
Power BI I have used most of the time, because
Mhm.
Power BI is a tool where we can use the intelligence, where we input the data, it gives a lot of suggestions to us. So I have used Power BI to build the dashboards and reporting. It is also easy to extract reports from Power BI and to show the live data.
Okay. Are there any other tools that you have used, or you have used only the Power BI while
Yeah,
doing
just
the
Power
dash?
BI. For
Okay,
reporting,
okay.
MS Excel is very common that we always use, but for dashboard creation, I have used this for Power BI.
Okay. Okay. You have managed nearly 25 members, right? You said that?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. Have you faced any problems while you're managing them? Like if you faced any problems while doing with underperforming team members, so
Mhm.
how did you manage them? Like how did you make them work
Yeah. When we have
efficiently
a
or?
team of 25 people, or more than one, right? Even two
Okay.
people, or two people are also considered as a team, right? So all the
Yes.
perspectives and the learning levels will be different for people. We did had the team members who were underperforming. So we have to identify based on their performance. We have some key performance indicators. I mean, how the team works. Based on that, we will come down and check the performance of each individuals, where we had the scores that we have to display, and where the knowledge was lacking, right? So we have observed two team members as such, and in the first we will give the feedback, and then we will give the resources, and the required training again, and even then, if it is not helping, we have to build so much of trust, so that they put in their effort first. uh, and after that, we have to give all the resources that are required to them, and the time that they need. Once that is done, even after they're still not developing, we have performance improvement plans where we put them into, where I have put them into, and
Okay.
yeah, that is how we try to improve.
Okay. Like you said, because of the change requirements, the project went to scope creep, right?
Yeah.
So how do you manage these frequently occurring changing like change requirements?
Okay. So what happens here was I interact with the end users. I get the feedback from the end users. We also have a tool if my availability was not there, because we have only two BAs in our team and one was me. And if our both of our availability was not there, we have a tool where users can put their change requirements. All right, we take the change requirements, prioritize them, and based on that we develop and change the code that is required, and we release them based on the priority and urgency of the requirement of the system.
Okay. Like, have you maintained any document or something to note down all the number of changes that you have done or how that they have requested? And based on the documentation, have you calculated any timeline, cost, and resources based on the change requirements? Have you done that?
Yes, when I said priority and urgency, even though the presence is there or not, we have to make a note of all the requirements, which is called as change requirements log documentation, which tracks the records and the changes that users are requesting for a project or an application. Okay, it includes the change that user is required, the change that is user or the stakeholders are required, and based on that, we'll go ahead.
Okay. Okay, I'm done. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, Priyanka. Thank you. Thank you for your questions. Yeah, Priyanka, how you feel? Based on
Yeah,
your
I'm good, but
questions?
a little confusing. Like, I have to analyze and I have to get the answers. But yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's good. Okay, thank you, Priyanka. Yeah, thank you, Saujanya.
Thank you.
Yeah, guys, have any questions? Only two are asking, guys. There are 40 members here. Okay, however, this is the first session, right? Okay, it may be. Okay, guys, for next session, okay, be clear with your question. Okay, come up, please come up at least two or 2 to 5 questions. Okay, then it will make sense for this session. Because around 4 will means any 4 participants, it will take half an hour. Okay, see, for 2 participants, it's taken 1 hour. For another 2 members means it will take 2 hours. And then it is very useful for you and it will enhance your BA skills as well. Means like interview skills. Okay, guys.
Can I take a minute to appreciate the Umesh and Saujanya, because since it's the first
Exactly.
section, they have prepared very well and they have answered
Yes.
and very well actually. This is very like motivating to
Exactly.
face
For
them.
other participants. Exactly.
Yes,
Because it will
yes, yes.
motivate to.
Yes,
Yes.
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 Thank
Okay,
you,
ma'am.
Umesh and Saujanya. You did a very good job.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Priyanka.
Umesh,
Thank you.
Umesh and
Helps us
Saujanya
get
did a very
motivated.
good job.
Yes, Geetanjali.
Yes, sir. We were
Oh,
very much, we got interest. I mean, we got to know how to answer because we were new to IT industry, IT things, right? So we got to know how to answer the questions. I was really appreciate that.
exactly. Because okay, ma'am, weekly twice will be there. Okay, again, the same session will be conducted on Wednesday at morning 6:30 a.m. Okay, morning 6:30. And who are interested, any 4 candidates, okay, the prior 4 candidates will be the who are going to reply for the uh, 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 Ramya, the HR Ramya, okay, and she will arrange you for the next session. Okay, you guys can be like you can once come up with your cover letter, guys. Okay, any starting from the prior 4 members, and you guys also have an opportunity here. Okay, you can also will get some more questions, and you can also understand Gitanjali. Okay. Okay, guys, and thank you so much. Okay, guys, and for you guys, Arun, you have to say anything?
Oh, thank you so much. It is a wonderful session. Actually, I
Yes.
have been in this session long time back because I have completed my certification last year. But due to some reason, I'm not able to continue it with. But it gives me immense insight
Oh,
again to
yes,
start
yes.
it with.
Yes,
Thanks.
and this session also for who have a gap between more than 2 to 3 months. Okay, in placements. Okay, you guys
Yes,
will
yes.
attend. Okay, you can attend here and you will enhance. Okay?
Yes, it's fine. Thank you so
Good.
much.